Welcome, curious minds, to another deep dive.
Great to be here.
Today, we're embarking on a truly unique journey.
Mm-hmm.
We're diving deep, but not into, the usual research papers or complex theories.
Right, something different this time.
Exactly. We're getting into the heart of a narrative, a story. It's called Wedding Day of Vengeance.
Ooh, intriguing title.
Isn't it? It's brimming with intrigue, hidden truths, and some really astonishing twists.
Okay, I'm hooked already.
So our mission, together with you listening, is to unpack its layers, try to understand the characters, and, well, uncover the breathtaking and sometimes horrifying events that unfold.
And all on what should be, a day of joy, a wedding day.
Precisely.
Yeah, what immediately strikes you, right from the very first line is this stark contrast.
Between what's expected and what actually happened.
Exactly. Expectation versus reality. The story opens on March 27th, and the date is specifically marked Great Auspiciousness.
Okay, so super lucky.
Extremely lucky. It means the day is suitable for all things. And crucially, it specifically mentions marriage.
So perfect for a wedding.
Perfect. It sets this tone of celebration, right? New beginnings, happiness, prosperity, all that good stuff. The stage is set for joy.
And then, almost straight away, we meet our protagonist, Zhao Wuji.
Mm-hmm.
And the way we meet him, it feels kind of cinematic, almost like a secret meeting, a rendezvous.
Right, there's an intimacy to it initially.
He's just written 300 Li. Now, just for context, a Li is about half a kilometer.
So that's what, 150 kilometers?
Yeah.
90 miles?
Imagine riding that far at a frantic pace, the sheer effort.
He must be absolutely exhausted, collapsing.
He collapses onto this soft and fragrant bed,
Mm.
and we find out it belongs to Jiang Ying.
Xingying. And up till now, she'd always greeted him with a smile as sweet as sugar.
Yeah, adding to this sense of maybe tenderness. And the setting reinforces that. It's a beautiful spring day, sunny and clear with the fragrance of flowers in the wind.
Sounds idyllic.
Zhao Wuji himself even sighs, relieved, and murmurs, "Today is truly a good day." He seems to be expecting something pleasant, right?
Like a quiet moment, maybe a gentle farewell before his wedding. You feel this calm anticipation.
But that peaceful image,
Yeah.
it just shatters instantly.
Oh, yeah. Jiang Sheng's reaction is, well, it's a slap in the face. She's not smiling.
Not at all.
Instead, she delivers this chilling line, just cuts right through the atmosphere. Today is indeed a good day. A good day for killing.
Wow, talk about a mood swing. That's our first major jolt, right?
Absolutely. From sunshine and sweetness to cold, dark intent. And she doesn't stop there. She says she wants to kill one person.
And then clarifies.
Kill you! Bang! Direct threat. Turns the
Yeah.
whole scene completely on its head. You're left reeling, thinking, what just happened?
What's so fascinating, though, and really telling, is Zhao Wuji's response.
Right. You expect fear, maybe anger.
None of that. He isn't scared. He actually laughs.
Laughs like
Yeah.
it's amusing.
It gives you this immediate glimpse into his character. Maybe recklessness. Or maybe he just understands her on a different level.
Exactly. It suggests he's not easily rattled, or perhaps there's a deeper dynamic we don't see yet. It definitely makes you wonder who this guy really is.
So Xing Xian sees him laugh, and she clarifies.
She says her first impulse was to kill him. She was that hurt, that angry, but she reconsidered
And the reason?
because he actually showed up, came to see her on what she calls, very pointedly, young Master Zhao's big day.
Ah, the reveal.
There it is. It's his wedding day. That one little line changes everything. It wasn't just a tryst. It was a final goodbye.
Ouch. That makes her reaction, her initial threat, much more understandable.
Oh, absolutely. The emotional stakes just skyrocket for her.
And the reason he came, it's even more painful.
Yeah.
He came to tell her, it's over. Done.
Treat him like a stranger from now on his wedding day. Brutal.
Yeah. But despite that, he still brought her something he'd promised. A string of pearls.
Crystal clear and round, and the description is so evocative. Innocent tears of young girls.
Highlighting the lost innocence, maybe. The purity of what they had.
Possibly. It's this strange mix of honoring a promise, but also delivering this cruel final blow. Tenderness and cruelty side by side.
So Yan Jing takes the pearls.
Maybe just for a second she acknowledges he kept his word, but then bang, outburst
She throws them right back at him.
with force. Pure hurt and anger, calls him a stinking string of pearls and calls him a little bastard.
Wow. So the pearls go flying out the window.
Yep, seemingly gone forever, a visual metaphor for their broken relationship being chucked away.
But they don't stay gone.
No way! This is where it gets really dramatic, almost over the top Wuxia style. An arrow shoots through the window.
Just like that.
Just like that. And it's described so precisely. 3 chi and 6 kun long. That's about 3.5 feet.
Okay, that's specific, not just any arrow.
Definitely not. It pins the pearls to a pillar. Incredible accuracy.
Pins the flying pearls. That's insane skill.
And then immediately another shorter arrow follows and pins itself to the first arrow.
Doubling down on the skill level. Okay, so this isn't Jiangshang.
Not a chance. This is the moment the story shifts gear, right? From personal drama to somehow way more dangerous, external forces are here.
And Xiao Wuji knows it instantly.
His whole demeanor changes. That earlier smile turns bitter. He sighs, "My creditors have finally arrived."
Creditors.
You're not enemies.
Creditors. It frames the conflict differently, doesn't it? It implies past dealings, obligations.
Jiangshang must be terrified.
Understandably. She asks what they want, and his answer is cryptic but chilling.
What does he say?
Creditors, of course, come to collect debts. Can't you see that today is also a good day to collect debts?
Whoa. A good day for killing, and now a good day for collecting debts. This auspicious day is getting complicated.
Exactly. It's the first real hint of the vengeance in the title, but it's framed as debt collection. A reckoning is coming.
Okay, so these creditors, who are they? They make quite an entrance. They really do. The first two appear right outside amidst these beautiful spring flowers.
That contrast again. Beauty and danger.
Absolutely. It's a striking visual. 2 figures, dressed in black, standing among the blossoms.
Who are they?
One's a tall young man, very sturdy, described as 8 chi tall. That's huge, like over 8 feet.
Seriously, that's massive.
And the other is an old, hunchbacked woman. Seems frail, but you just know she isn't.
Right. Appearances can be deceiving in these stories.
Especially here. They both carry bows, golden-backed, black-bodied, one long, one short, specialized weapons.
And Xiao Wuji recognizes them.
Instantly. He names them Black Granny or Haipopo and her son. Shows he knows this world, these figures.
Black Granny? Sounds formidable.
Oh, you have no idea. He describes her skills as she can shoot a fly in the eye 10 zhang away.
10 zhang. How far is that?
A zhang is over 3 meters. So we're talking over 30 meters, maybe 100 feet, shooting a fly's eye.
Okay, that's basically impossible.
Yeah.
Superhuman precision.
Exactly. Instantly establishes her as a massive threat. Despite the hunchback and age, it's legendary skill.
And the son. The 8-foot giant.
He's not as accurate, apparently, but he has natural divine strength. He can shoot an arrow through 2 people standing side by side.
Brute force meets precision. What a terrifying combo.
You got it. They're known as Golden Bow, Silver Arrow, mother and son flying together, and their reputation. Whoever sees them is unlucky.
So their arrival is basically a really bad omen.
A very bad omen. It signals deep trouble.
And Xiao Wuji just kind of accepts it. Says he's always unlucky.
Yeah, with that dry humor again. He says it's because he owes them.
Not money, though.
No, he owes them 2 people.
Owes them people? How does that work? What does that even mean?
It's a classic Wuxia setup, right? All tangled loyalties and consequences. He explains the backstory.
Okay, let's hear it.
He saw what he thought were 2 young girls being chased by Black Granny's son late at night.
Naturally, he had to intervene. Mr. Hero.
Exactly. Impulse kicked in, drew his sword, helped them escape, thought he was doing a good deed, saving damsels in distress.
Let me guess. They weren't actually young girls.
Bingo. Turns out they were men. Members of the One Swarm Flower Thieves.
Flower thieves?
Yeah, a notorious gang who specialize in cross-dressing to rob people.
Oh, brilliant. So his heroic act was saving criminals.
Pretty much. He inadvertently helped bandits escape from Black Granny's pursuit. The irony is thick.
So that's the debt. He messed up their pursuit.
Right. Black Granny and her son, they weren't happy, but they understood he wasn't with the thieves, so they gave him a deadline.
To do what?
Capture the flower thieves he helped escape and hand them over. 3 months.
And today is...
Pretty much the deadline. It's almost up, all converging on his wedding day.
Jiangxing must be rolling her eyes.
She compares him to someone who always putting fleas in your own hair. Like he brings trouble on himself.
Seems fair. But then he says something even more ominous.
Yeah, he basically says Black Granny is just a couple of fleas. Manageable. But there are 5 or 6 scorpions. 7 or 8 venomous snakes.
Uh-oh. So more creditors are coming. Even worse ones.
That's the implication. He's just getting started with his bad luck today.
And right on cue.
Right on cue, the second creditor appears. And this guy is Wow.
How
He's carrying a tattered sack, and you can see venomous snakes poking out, tongues flickering.
Okay, visual confirmation of the venomous snake's metaphor.
And his appearance is grotesque. Half his nose is gone, ears bitten off, bloodshot eyes like a snake's tongue.
Jeez.
He's wearing these garish, multicolored robes, too, which just makes the whole look even more bizarre and terrifying. Unspeakably mysterious and terrifying.
Is there more? Feels like there should be more.
No, it is the kicker. He has a live venomous snake just coiled around his neck. Casually.
Coiled around his neck.
Yeah, and it's licking his face. And he shows zero reaction. Doesn't even flinch.
Okay, that's deeply disturbing. Xing must be losing it.
The text says she's horrified, almost vomits. Understandable reaction. This guy is clearly not playing by normal human rules.
Who does Zhao Wuji say he is?
Poison bodhisattva.
Poison Bodhisattva. That's quite a name.
Yeah.
A bodhisattva is usually associated with compassion, right?
Exactly. It's a total contradiction. And the debt. 5 snakes. Specifically, the 5 most venomous snakes.
Why would Zhao Wuji owe this guy 5 snakes? Shan Qiang must be baffled.
She is. She asks why he'd owe such a person anything. It challenges everything you think you know about Zhao Wuji's character.
So what's the story here? Is poisoned bodhisattva secretly evil?
And here's the twist. Zhao Wuji explains. Despite the horrifying appearance, despite the snakes, poison bodhisattva's heart is like a bodhisattva.
Seriously, he's actually good.
Apparently, yes. He cultivates snakes not to harm, but to heal. It completely flips your perception of him. Another case of don't judge a book by its cover, cranked up to 11.
How does healing work with venomous snakes?
He explains that only the venom itself, the saliva and blood of the snakes, can cure their specific poisons. It's like creating anti-venom.
Okay, that makes a grim kind of sense.
So Poison Bodhisattva spent 3 years in dangerous remote places, searching for 5 incredibly rare, unique species for medicinal purposes.
That's dedication. But how did Zhao Wuji get involved? Where's the debt?
This is the shocking part. To collect the venom, the snakes had to bite. And Poison Bodhisattva, he let them bite him.
He let them bite him. Why?
To get the active venom needed for the cures, it was an act of incredible self-sacrifice. He was willingly poisoning himself to save others.
That's intense. So what does Zhao Wuji do?
Zhao Wuji saw this happening, all 5 snakes biting Poison Bodhisattva at once. Imagine seeing that.
Horrifying.
His heroic impulse took over again, didn't think, just acted, drew his sword.
Oh no, go and tell me.
Yep. He chopped all 5 rare, life-saving snakes into pieces, trying to save Poison Bodhisattva from the venom.
So he saved the man, but destroyed years of his work, the source of the cures.
Exactly. Another well-intentioned mistake with disastrous consequences. Zhao Wuji even says, with that wry smile, "But I made a mistake again."
So the debt is replacing the irreplaceable snakes he destroyed while trying to help.
Precisely. It's this incredibly complex situation. An act of salvation becomes a debt. It perfectly captures the moral ambiguity and irony that often runs through these stories.
Okay, so 2 debts down, both stemming from Zhao Wuji's impulsive heroism. What's next? He mentioned scorpions and snakes.
Right, and just as you're processing the Poison Bodhisattva story, a new sound enters. A watchman's drum?
A drum, like dud-dud.
Exactly, but it sounds weirdly distant and close at the same time, unsettling.
And the others react. Black Granny, Poison Bodhisattva.
Yeah, even they show a change in expression, a flicker of unease. That tells you this isn't just any watchman.
Zhang Qiang must be confused again. It's daytime.
She is. Why is a watchman beating his drum? Zhao Wuji explains this watchman isn't sick or confused. He beats it whenever he wants.
Why?
Because his drum is not for telling time.
Chilling. So what is it for?
It's the soul-severing watch, Duan Hun Gong.
Soul-severing watch. Okay, that sounds bad.
It gets worse. Zhao Wuji says, once he beats the 3rd watch, someone is bound to have their soul severed.
Guaranteed death at the 3rd watch. And he names the watchman.
He does. Life-reaping watchman Lu San Gang. Once he beats the 3rd watch, a soul is severed. Lu San Gang.
And the drum beats again. Closer.
Closer. The sound is described as utterly eerie now. Full of foreboding. You feel the dread building.
Zhang Qiang must be terrified.
Shivering, yeah. She notes he's on 2 watches, 1 point, meaning the 3rd watch, the death knell, is coming soon.
And Lu Sangang is creditor number 3, the major one.
The major one. And the debt Zhao Wuji owes him, 1 cut.
1 cut, like with a blade. A debt of flesh.
Seems like it. Stark, brutal, and final.
And Zhao Wuji confirms these 3, the archers, Poison Bodhisattva and Lu Sangang, are his main creditors.
His major creditors, yes.
Yeah.
And then he drops the bombshell.
Which
it was I who invited them here.
He invited the soul-severing watchman and the others on his wedding day. Why?
Xiang asks the same thing, aghast. His answer is pure fatalism, pure wuxia code.
Let me guess. A debt owed must be repaid.
You got it. Because a debt owed must eventually be repaid. Can't you see that today is also a good day to repay debts?
He's deliberately orchestrating this confrontation, turning his wedding day into a day of reckoning.
Wow, okay. So Lu Sanyang appears.
Emerges from the flower bushes. His appearance is striking. Simple green clothes, white socks, hemp shoes, but his face is incredibly pale.
And his eyes?
The eyes are the really unnerving part. White, a strangely miserable white, no pupils, no eyeballs.
So he looks blind, completely blind.
That's the immediate impression. It sets up this expectation of vulnerability. And his tools seem harmless. A small gong, stick, clapper, a white staff. Nothing screams life reaping.
But he's not blind, is he? He wouldn't be this feared if he was just blind.
Exactly. He immediately shatters that assumption. As he passes Black Granny and her son, he stops, turns, and greets her. By name. Black Granny, are you well? Whoa. How? If he has no eyeballs?
That's the terrifying question. It implies some other form of perception way beyond normal sight. It's a total shock moment.
And their conversation is cryptic.
Very. Talk of 13 years passing. Black Granny makes a bitter remark about her orphans and a widow not being angered to death by him yet, hints at some deep, painful history between them.
And his response?
Philosophical, almost chilling. Time passes quickly. Sometimes there's more than 1/3 watch in a day. A dark hint about his control over death's timing.
Okay, he's creepy. What happens when he gets to Poison Bodhisattva?
Even creepier. 2 snakes dart out of Poison Bodhisattva's bag, aiming to strike Lu Sangang. In a flash, Lu Sangang swings his staff, hits both snakes perfectly at their 7 inches, the vital spot. Kills them instantly.
Blindly. With a staff.
Seems so. Then he just casually apologizes, "Did I kill 2 more of your snakes?" Demonstrating uncanny awareness and deadly skill.
Does he know what snakes they were?
Oh yeah, he identifies them specifically. Only a bamboo leaf green and a rice shovel head. Common, but shows detailed knowledge. Then he offers to catch Poison Bodhisattva 70 or 80 more as compensation.
From a supposedly blind man. That's almost insulting, like a flex of his power.
Totally. But then he drops the real bombshell on Poison Bodhisattva.
I'm out.
He warns him about the snake venom method, the residual toxins. He says Poison Bodhisattva has precisely 103 types of poison in his blood right now.
He knows the exact number. How?
Exactly. And he predicts that with 5 more types, Poison Bodhisattva will become a zombie.
A zombie. Like undead.
The implication is some kind of living death, overwhelmed by toxins. Poison Bodhisattva is clearly stunned, asks, "You can tell,"
And Lu Sangang's reply.
chillingly confirms his non-visual perception. "I'm blind, how could I tell? But I know." He just knows. It suggests some kind of mystical insight, sensing inner states, utterly formidable.
This guy's terrifying. It gets worse, doesn't it?
Oh, it does. Zhao Wuji is watching, confirming mentally the eyes look dead. Then Lu Sangang calls him out for looking.
And then
And then Lu Sangang digs out one of his own eyes with his finger.
he does what?
Pops it right out. It rolls in his palm. Dead gray, made of glass or crystal. It's a prosthetic.
A prosthetic eye. Okay, still horrifying imagery, though. Why do that?
He explains it's the price I paid for my mistake. Says 20 years ago he misjudged someone, and that person gouged his real eyes out.
So he was blinded.
Yes, but he accepts it. Everyone who makes a mistake must pay the price. He lives by this incredibly harsh code, applying it even to himself. He's a figure of absolute, unwavering, grim principle.
And this ties back to Zhao Wuji's debt, the cut.
Directly, Lu Sangang asks if Zhao Wuji's friend, the one the cut is owed for, made a mistake.
Zhao Wuji says yes.
Yes, and Lu Sangang asks if the friend should pay the price. Zhao Wuji agrees again. It's the harsh reality of their world.
But then Zhao Wuji does something heroic.
The ultimate heroic twist. He chooses to take the cut himself for his friend. Because he is my friend, and already injured, unable to take that cut anymore. Pure loyalty. Willing to sacrifice himself. It cements Zhao Wuji as truly honorable.
Wow. So Lu Sangang sees this resolve.
He confirms Zhao Wuji is serious, unwavering. Then he calmly puts his prosthetic eye back in.
And Zhao Wuji just stands there, ready.
Ready to face the blade, ready to pay the price for his friend. The tension is incredible. You could hear a pin drop. Right at that moment, just as Lu Sangang is about to deliver the cut,
Someone interrupts.
Poison Bodhisattva speaks up. Suggests Zhao Wuji should maybe pay his other creditors first, like maybe deal with Black Granny's debt.
Trying to delay things. Or maybe reassert his own claim?
Could be either. But Zhao Wuji is firm, sticks to his code. A debt owed must eventually be repaid. It doesn't matter who first or last. He's settling everything now.
But then Poison Bodhisattva says something completely unexpected.
Yeah, he says, then you are not Zhao Wuji.
What? He's not Zhao Wuji. What does that mean?
It's the big reveal of Zhao Wuji's true identity, his background. Poison Bodhisattva clarifies. He is Zhao Wuji of Dafeng Hall.
Dafeng Hall. Is that important?
Hugely important. He's the son of Zhao Jian, one of the 3 major leaders of this massive, powerful martial arts organization.
Okay, so he's like martial arts royalty.
Pretty much. Dafeng Hall is known for its motto, aid the weak and punish the strong. They're a major force for, theoretically, good.
So Poison Bodhisattva is saying someone like him shouldn't be out here dealing with personal debts like this.
Exactly, especially not on his wedding day. He should be inside, protected by his family, by the hall's leaders, Xikang Xiaofeng and Shengwan Ren. The implication is this is beneath him, or at least that the hall should handle it.
It raises that conflict between personal honor and his position, right?
Definitely. But Zhao Wuji insists he wants to handle his personal debts himself, separate from Dafeng Ball, separate from his father. He wants to be a clean and upright man for his bride. Wants her to marry someone of faith and righteousness, someone who settles his own accounts.
That's incredibly honorable. Black Granny hears this.
She does, and she's impressed. Calls the unseen bride gentle and beautiful and lucky. Zhao Wuji humbly says he's the lucky one. A nice moment of character amidst the danger.
Okay, so back to the debts. How do they get resolved? Poison Bodhisattva still owes Zhao Wuji technically, right? For saving his life.
And here's the beautiful twist of karma. Poison Bodhisattva confirms it. He says Lu Sengang's diagnosis was right. He was dying from those toxins. 5 snakes attached to my body, unable to stop.
So when Zhao Wuji chopped up the snakes?
He unintentionally saved Poison Bodhisattva's life by removing the source of the fatal poisoning. What Zhao Wuji thought was a huge mistake actually saved the guy.
Wow. The irony continues.
So now Poison Bodhisattva owes Zhao Wuji a life debt. And to repay it.
Let me guess. He offers to handle the Black Granny debt.
He got it. He vows to capture the entire one swarm gang of flower thieves, not just the 2 Zhao Wuji owed, but with interest, full retribution.
And Black Granny accepts.
She does. She sees the poetic justice, using poison to fight poison, a fitting end to that entanglement in their world.
So suddenly, both debts are cleared, just like that.
Seems like it. A wave of relief. Poison Bodhisattva even asks for an invite to the wedding feast.
And Zhao Wuji agrees.
Enthusiastically. Promises to drink 30 to 50 cups with him. It looks like everything's resolved, happy ending achieved.
But Lu Sangang is still there, and he still has that cut to deliver.
Exactly. The peace is shattered immediately. Lu Sangang cuts in, cold as ice. You cannot drink because you were injured.
Injured. Zhao Wuji asks where he's hurt.
Yeah, he's confused. Lu Sangang's reply is bone-chilling. Wherever I cut, that's where your injury is. And his knife flashes again, thin, sharp.
And the third watch sounds.
But not from a drum this time. It sounds from the edge of his knife. Dud, dud, dud. Utterly terrifying.
And he strikes at Zhao Wuji.
He strikes, lightning fast. But not at Zhao Wuji.
What fu then?
He hits Poison Bodhisattva. Right in the left side of the neck. A complete shock. A betrayal.
Poison Bodhisattva.
Why? The immediate result is horrifying. Ghastly green blood splatters everywhere.
Green blood, just like Lu Sangang predicted about the poisoning.
Exactly. It confirms Lu Sangang's diagnosis was spot on. The blood itself is proof of the deep toxins. Everyone is stunned, can't comprehend it.
Zhao Wuji must be reeling. Does he think Lu Sangang made a mistake?
He asks, did you cut the wrong person? Lu Sangang's answer is absolute. I have only made one mistake in my life. This cut was meant for him.
Meant for Poison Bodhisattva. But why?
Lu Sangang reveals his true reasoning, his hidden agenda. Because today you cannot die, nor should you die. The one who should die is him.
So Lu Sangang wasn't there just for Zhao Wuji's debt. He had a different target all along. He was playing a deeper game.
Precisely. He wasn't just a creditor. He was acting as some kind of arbiter, a force of hidden justice, or maybe something else entirely.
What was Poison Bodhisattva's real crime then?
Lu Sangang prompts Zhao Wuji, asks about that tattered sack Poison Bodhisattva was carrying, confirms it had 7 more snakes, yes, but
something else.
Something else. He guides them to look closer.
Black Granny checks the sack. Carefully, I hope.
Very carefully, using her bow. Inside, besides the snakes, are dozens of small, dark pellets like wutong seeds, and the snecks avoid them.
Strange. What are they? Zhao Wuji recognizes them.
Instantly, with dread. This is Peely, Thunderbolt.
Peely. Thunderbolt. Wait, like Thunderbolt Hall.
Exactly. The unique hidden weapon of Thunderbolt Hall, the mortal enemies of Zhao Wuji's Dafeng Hall.
So Poison Bosasa was carrying weapons from their sworn enemy. He was a spy, a traitor.
Looks like it. This blows the whole thing wide open. The personal debts, the weird creditors, was all connected to this massive underlying conflict between the two halls.
But Black Granny noticed the pellets didn't explode. Why not?
Lu Sangeng explains. The ghastly green blood from Poison Bodhisattva when Lu Sandeng cut him splattered on the sack and temporarily diluted the pellet's power. Neutralized them.
Wow. That's incredibly specific. Almost too convenient.
Or perfectly calculated by Lu Sangeng. He then demonstrates their real power, flicks one pellet with his finger like a strong bow hits a distant rock, and, heaven-shaking bang, massive explosion, confirms they are indeed the legendary deadly thunderbolts.
Okay, so they're real, they're powerful, but there's more, isn't there?
Always more. The explosion releases a smell. Perfume of rouge and powder.
Perfume from an explosion.
Yeah, and when this scented powder settles on nearby red peonies, they instantly wither and turn black, dead.
Poison, mixed with the explosives.
Zhao Wuji recognizes it. Poisonous aroma, 100 poisons. A deadly scented poison designed for mass casualties.
So the plan was...
Yi Gang lays it bare. The bag of poisonous thunderbolts was meant for Zhao Wuji's wedding banquet.
to kill all the guests.
Yeah.
The Dafeng Hall leadership.
Exactly. Wipe out the elite in one go. A single lamp flame at the feast would have been enough to ignite them, turn the celebration into a massacre.
That's horrifyingly cunning,
Yeah.
using the wedding as cover.
It was Thunderbolt Hall's ruthless plan to cripple their enemy and declare all-out war.
Zhao Wuji must be horrified. Cold sweat.
Soaked in cold sweat, the realization hits him, the sheer scale of the plot, the danger everyone was in. Lu Sangeng coldly explains the enemy's logic, too.
What was their logic?
If it worked, Dafeng Hall is decimated. If it failed, they only lose Poison Bodhisattva, who wasn't even a core member. Low risk, potentially massive reward for Thunderbolt Hall. Diabolical.
But Zhao Wuji doesn't just crumble, does he? He's from Dafeng Hall.
True to his bloodline, he clenches his fists, declares Thunderbolt Hall has shown its hand, its determination to fight. And Dafeng Hall's thousands will never fear or retreat. He's ready for war.
Lu Sangeng laughs. The soul-severing watchman laughs.
First time, he laughs at Zhao Wuji's seriousness, tells him basically, chill out.
Chill out after uncovering a mass assassination plot.
Lu Sangeng's perspective is pragmatic, almost cynical. Poison Bodhisattva is dead, the plot is foiled, Thunderbolt Hall will deny everything. The stalemate between the halls will probably just continue. The incident is as if it never happened on the surface.
So no war. Just back to the status quo.
That's Lu Sangeng's prediction. He even muses maybe someday they'll turn from enemies into friends. He tells Zhao Wuji to forget the grand conflict for now.
And focus on what?
On his gentle and beautiful bride and his friends waiting at the manor. Go get married. And he adds, almost like an uncle, don't get too drunk.
Black Granny chimes in too.
With a funny story about kicking her own drunken groom out of bed.
Yeah.
A sudden, weirdly human moment of levity after all that darkness.
So Zhao Wuji lightens up.
Yeah, his youthful spirit bounces back. He even jokes about hiding under the bed to avoid the wedding toasts. He feels relief. Debts paid, disaster averted. Xiang sees him off gracefully. Their story is closed.
He resolves to be a good husband, ready for his new life.
Completely unaware that the vengeance of the day isn't actually over. Not by a long shot.
Okay, so while Zhao Wuji's been off having his incredibly eventful, life-threatening pre-wedding adventures.
Yeah, thwarting conspiracies, settling life debts.
Yeah.
You know, typical wedding prep.
Exactly. Meanwhile, back at the manor, the focus shifts to his bride, Wei Fenyang.
The gentle and beautiful bride we heard about.
She's described as incredibly beautiful, especially today, radiant, full of anticipation, just a picture of serene joy, completely oblivious to the danger that almost hit them all.
And she sounds very different from Zhao Wuji, or even Shang Xiang. Very disciplined.
Totally. She deliberately avoids flashy clothes, heavy makeup, believes a Zhao daughter-in-law needs self-restraint in her virtue. Her whole focus since meeting Zhao Wuji has been to become his wife and to be worthy of it.
So she's really prepared for this role.
Diligently. Learn needlework, cooking, household management. Apparently her cooking rivals famous chefs. Her sewing is flawless. She's the ideal wife by their standards.
Determined to be perfect so he never regrets marrying her. That's a lot of pressure she puts on herself.
It is. And she knows about his past, by the way. Even knows about Xianxiang.
Really? How does she handle that?
She's resolved to put it behind them, trusts he'll settle down, shows a lot of maturity, really.
So what's worrying her then, if it's not his past?
It's his present. He left early that morning, said he had things to wrap up, and he's still not back. And now it's getting dark. She's starting to feel anxious. Understandable. While she's worrying, we meet Zhao Wuji's sister.
Yes, Zhao Qianqian, and she's a complete contrast to the composed Wei Fengyang.
How so?
Qianqian is vibrant, healthy, intelligent, beautiful, a renowned beauty, and a celebrated martial arts heroine.
A heroine, so she can fight.
Oh yeah. Started learning swords young, beat many masters, even beat Zhao Wuji, though she suspects he let her win.
What's her personality like?
She's only 17, full of life, sees the world as sweet wine, but underneath that energy, there's this secret loneliness.
Why lonely?
She thinks her father and brother are the only two real men in the world, dismisses everyone else, and now her brother's getting married, so she feels that connection slipping away, deepening her loneliness.
Ah, that's poignant. Is she worried about Zhao Wuji too?
Deeply worried. Because, unlike the bride, Qianqi knows exactly why he left.
He told her?
He confided in her, said he was going to repay debts, and some he might not be able to repay. And the chilling part, if he wasn't back by nightfall, he might never return.
Wow. He knew how dangerous it was. Did she try to stop him?
No, she understands him too well, knows once he's decided he can't be swayed. She's fiercely proud of his honor, even while terrified for him.
So she's just been waiting anxiously.
All day since dusk. Then finally she sees him, a lone rider, charging madly down the back alley she knows instantly.
Oh.
By the way, he rides. Reckless, urgent. Only Zhao Wuji would ride like that. She cries out, Zhao Wuji's back. Pure relief.
Okay, so he makes it back. What happens then? Straight into wedding mode.
Pretty much. Starts changing into his formal groom's robes immediately. No time for a bath, even.
He must be a mess.
Sweaty, sore thighs, chafed raw from the ride. Even his horse, a legendary 1001 Swift horse, collapsed from exhaustion.
A testament to how hard he pushed.
Yeah. He has this thought, being a groom is not easy. Huge understatement after his day.
He was hoping to be ready.
3 men. He insisted on men, apparently uncomfortable with strange women helping. But his sister Qianqian is there too.
How's she acting? Formal.
Not at all. She's sitting casually on the floor in a corner, totally ignoring etiquette, just being herself, free-spirited. A nice contrast.
Yeah, talk.
Yeah, some light sibling banter. He teases her about her posture, asks how she'll ever get married.
And she fires back.
Oh yeah, mind your own business. Anyway, I won't marry you.
Classic sister comeback.
Yeah.
Then she immediately brings up Xianqiang.
Ooh, poking the bear.
Totally.
Yeah.
Asks how fragrant Xianqiang really is. Puts him on the spot. He quickly changes the subject.
Smart move. What does he ask about? The wedding guests. Qianqian gives this cryptic answer. Those who should have come didn't. Those who shouldn't have came.
Intriguing. What does that mean?
Zhao Wuji guesses one person who didn't come is Grandpa Sikong's son, Sikong Kwa.
Son of one of the Dafeng Hall leaders.
You're right. And Qianqian blusses, confirming the rumor that Sikong Kwa is interested in her. Maybe she's interested too.
Ah, young love drama amidst everything else. Who else didn't come?
Qianqian sighs that poor Lanlian didn't come.
Lian. Was that another mystery?
Shengwan Lanlian. She's the only daughter of the 3rd Dafeng Hall leader, Shengwan Ren.
The really reclusive, silent one.
That's him. Lanlian is known to be beautiful and talented, but literally no one has ever seen her.
Why not?
She was sent away to Mount Ma'shan as a child. Rumors say either for intense martial arts training or to battle some strange illness her mother had. Her father never talks about his wife or daughter. She's a total enigma.
Okay, lots of hidden stories in this family. Zhao Wuji changes the subject again.
Quickly. Asks, has the old man taken his medicine today?
The old man being their father, Zhao Jin.
Yeah. It sounds disrespectful, but it actually shows how close they are. In public, he's the revered golden dragon sword Zhao Jin. To his kids, he's the stubborn old man.
Why the concern about medicine?
We learn Zhao Jin, despite his heroic past, is frail now. Chronic pain, convulsions. But he's incredibly stubborn, refuses medicine, claims only women take it.
Oh dear. Did he take it today?
Qianqian sadly confirms, nope, he secretly poured the medicine down the drain again. It's a constant worry for them.
But wasn't there a famous doctor visiting?
Yes. Zhao Wuji mentions Old Man Lu, The Huashan medical hermit, a legendary divine doctor, came specifically to treat their father.
Did it help? Did he see him?
Kim Kan says yes, Old Man Lu checked his pulse, talked with him for a long time, and afterwards their father seemed really happy.
Happy? That's good news, right?
It seemed like it. He was so happy he even invited Shang Wan-ren, the silent leader, for a drink. And Shang Wan-ren actually drank a lot, which is unheard of for him.
So maybe the doctor gave him good news. A cure.
That's the hope. But then Kiankin adds a worrying detail.
All right.
Old Man Lu himself, the doctor, seemed preoccupied afterwards, and he refused to join them for a drink.
Uh-oh. That doesn't sound good.
Yeah.
Like the doctor knows something they don't. A subtle, chilling hint.
Exactly. It casts a shadow over the apparent good news. And right at that moment,
More drama.
Old Jiang, the loyal family steward, rushes in. He's worked there 40 years, knows the place inside out, despite his own rheumatism, and he's frantic.
Why? What's wrong?
He's looking for Zhao Wuji, but more urgently, he's looking for Zhao Jian and Shang Wan-ren. They've both vanished, disappeared from the manor.
Vanished. On the wedding day. That's not good.
Kiankin is alarmed because Old Jiang never loses his composure. But Zhao Wuji steps up.
What does he say?
With surprising confidence, I can find them. He says he knows a secret place, somewhere only he knows about.
The secret place his father uses.
Seems like it. He promises to find them and rushes out, still in his groom's outfit. Old Jiang watches him go, proud, seeing the father and the son.
Jianqian doesn't know this place.
No, she's confused, muttering she thought she knew every corner. Old Jiang cryptically says some places we shouldn't know, hinting it's an official secret spot, maybe for Daffing Hall business.
So Zhao Wuji heads off to this secret place.
Yeah.
The dread is building again.
Okay, before Zhao Wuji gets there, it's maybe worth quickly painting a picture of the Daffing Hall leadership, just to get the full impact.
Good idea. We know Zhao Jane is one leader. Who are the others again?
Right. It was founded by this legendary figure, whirlwind god Yun Feiyang, who's now in seclusion. So the day-to-day is run by his three best friends, Sikon Xiaofeng, Zhao Jane, Wuji's father, and Shang Wan-ren.
And they work well together.
Remarkably well. United by friendship and their motto, aid the weak and punish the strong. No power struggles. They're focused on the Hall's mission.
But they have different styles, right?
Very different. Sikong Xiaofeng is the eldest, called Wisdom Star. He's the strategist, prefers diplomacy over fighting, even with their enemy, Thunderbolt Hall.
Which maybe doesn't sit well with everyone.
Exactly. Some younger, hot-headed disciples think he's too soft, maybe even cowardly for not being more aggressive. Creates some internal tension.
Okay. Then there's Shang Wan-ren.
The Iron Sword Golden Man. Super reclusive, super silent, scarred by his wife's early death, sent his daughter Lianlian away. Very isolated, keeps to himself. A man of deep sorrow.
And finally, Zhao Jian, Wuji's dad.
He's the heart, maybe. The most beloved by the disciples. Was a fiery hero in his youth, quick to draw his sword for justice, mellowed with age but still straightforward, loyal, the quintessential hero figure.
So his son's wedding is a big deal for the whole hall. A moment of celebration for this pillar of their community.
Absolutely, which makes what happens next even more devastating.
Right, so Zhao Wuji heads to this secret place he knows. What is it?
A small, secluded bamboo courtyard. Looks peaceful, called the Harmonious Wind Manor Master's Place of Quiet Thought. Old Jiang missed it because it just looked empty.
But Zhao Wuji knows better.
He knows the real secret is in the very last room his father's study. It's described as a book city, packed with scrolls and texts.
And inside the study.
Behind a specific bookshelf on the left wall, there's a hidden compartment. His father's secret and important place for handling Dafeng Hall affairs. The real nerve center.
So he goes there, cautiously.
Very cautiously, knocks their secret signal 3 times on the third bar of the bookshelf.
Any answer?
Silence. He gets more anxious, pulls the lever, the shelf starts to open, and he rushes inside.
What does he find? The dread is killing me.
It's horrific. His father, Zhao Jin, is there, in the secret room.
Okay.
He's wearing the special purple robe made for Wuji's wedding, still holding his favorite jade snuff bottle, normal details, but his head is gone.
Gone. Just gone. Decapitated.
Decapitated.
Yeah.
Murdered brutally in his most secret, secure place on his son's wedding day.
Oh my God. Zhao Wuji, how does he react?
He collapses. Knees hit the floor, no sound, no tears. The shock is too immense. His eyes, the text says, contain only blood. Just pure, visceral horror and grief. His world utterly shattered.
Unimaginable, finding your father like that. Especially today.
It's the absolute nightmare scenario, the ultimate violation.
And the final detail.
The
The
calendar.
final, cruelest twist of irony. A gust of wind blows open a calendar on the desk. It lands on today's date, March 27th.
And written on the page.
Peace. Great auspiciousness. Suitable for marriage.
Chilling. The auspicious day is the day of his father's murder. The day the real vengeance truly begins. Not debts repaid, but a debt incurred.
A blood debt. His journey just took the darkest possible turn. #NAG outro.
Wow, what a journey we've just taken from what started as a, somewhat complicated wedding day
Complicated is putting it mildly.
to this horrifying discovery. It really shows how quickly an auspicious day can just completely unravel, right? Into betrayal, tragedy,
Absolutely. We started with Zhao Wuji dealing with his personal debts, these strange encounters.
which seemed almost random at first, just bad luck from his past actions.
Exactly. But then we saw how they were all connected, woven into this much larger, deadlier conspiracy by Thunderbolt Hall. Yeah, the brilliance of the narrative is how those threads came together. His impulsiveness, the specific creditors, and especially Liu Sangang.
Liu Sangang is key, isn't he? He seemed like just another creditor, maybe the scariest one, but his cut wasn't about Zhao Wuji's friend at all.
No, it was aimed at Poison Bodhisattva all along. A preemptive strike.
To stop the assassination plot. He wasn't collecting a debt. He was averting a massacre at the wedding, revealing the whole Thunderbolt Hall scheme in the process.
And that detail about the green blood seemed almost supernatural at first.
But it became crucial evidence. It confirmed Liu Sangang's assessment, proved Poison Bodhisattva was deeply poisoned, and explained why the Thunderbolts didn't initially explode. It tied everything together.
So the wedding feast itself was meant to be the trap, the powder keg for the whole Daffing Hall leadership.
A horrifyingly cynical plan, turning a celebration into a bloodbath.
Which makes the title Wedding Day of Vengeance so incredibly stark in hindsight.
It wasn't just Zhao Wuji settling old scores. It was the day the ultimate act of vengeance, the ultimate betrayal struck him and his family. His father's murder changes everything.
Yeah, the young man who was literally moments away from starting a new, hopefully peaceful life as a husband.
Suddenly inherits this legacy of blood, this massive conflict, and this deeply personal need for justice, or, well, vengeance.
It's such a transformation, from that playful guy joking about hiding from drinks to the son kneeling before his headless father. Chilling.
It leaves you with that heavy question, doesn't it? What do you do when your happiest day becomes your absolute worst? When celebration turns to devastation?
How do you even start to seek justice when the enemy is that cunning, hiding behind peace and striking at the heart?
The story doesn't give easy answers, does it? It really makes you think about how fragile peace is, how deceiving appearances can be.
And that weight of responsibility when your personal life just crashes headlong into these huge, dangerous conflicts.
Exactly. So what's next for Zhao Wuji, the man who just wanted to be a good husband? Now he's thrust onto this path of vengeance, facing hidden enemies.
What kind of man will he become? We'll have to leave you with that thought, curious minds.
Until the next deep dive.